Hands are up.
And this is going to be undignified.
Oh, and the guy in the red hat's going to move closer. That's a bold move, Cotton.
Let's see how it pays off for him.
2 into the hay bales. 3. And the tombstone has collected another person.
Oh, okay. So they made it one more obstacle.
They made it one more obstacle, but not quite as bad. I mean, you would think that the expert racing level is going to go up a little bit more. So kudos to those guys. Look at that. 15 cars funneling underneath that underpass. It's like rush hour in Vegas.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, and a cone into the mix. It's like off-road racing at its finest. You're avoiding the obstacles.
Paid turn marshal.
Paid turn marshal doing what he can.
Earning his due.
Earning his due, and the pit guy is saying, well, don't hit me.
Right. I've never understood why the turn marshal or the pit guys then just run straight across the track. Around the outside.
Go around the outside. It's not like you have to. Yeah. Lost of traction. He didn't have his Proline shoes on.
Kind of sore, sicky instant replay here.
And count it up through that underpass. Look at that. Oh, he gets sideways, takes out the cone, upside down, and then collects yet another car. 3 cars, 4 cars. Lawn darts right off the top of him. That was a pancake and a half. Oh.
Good thing that was the Truggy class.
We call that a waffle stomp. So off and running with race number 5. 1:30 in, 8:30 to go. Year leader going to be Junior Alvarez, Ron Lupel, Victor Pintado.
You say waffle stomp, it only makes me mad at the continental unbreakfast. The very uncontinental breakfast at our hotel.
Yeah. I took a look at that this morning, and it was,
sparse?
Lacking.
Apple juice and instant oatmeal.
Yeah.
Fail.
Epic. And I was kind of unhappy I didn't have a banana to show for Charlie Swanka, but maybe tomorrow.
Producer dropping a nice little bomb into our left ears here, unfortunately with a joke that we probably shouldn't repeat.
Well, let's just say, yeah, you'd want to be on.
Let's just say he was dead on the money. A wisecrack, if you will.
Good one, Jensen. Very good.
All right. Ron Lupel from the front of the grid with a 3.1 second advantage on Victor Pintado in the second spot. The top 2 qualifiers here for the E-main event with a clean start and getting out front with Bart Collins up from 6th on the grid to the 3rd position, less than a half second behind Pintado at the line last time by. Lupel with a 44.6 trying to stretch out his lead over Pintado and the field.
So Lupel leading out, Pintado in the 2, Collins, Serna, Pokorney, Alvernaz, Rojas, Landa. Now Poe moving up into that top 8. There's Jasper Saunders again.
Yeah, this was the class that he bumped up in.
This was the class that he bumped in.
Unfortunately, with a 1 minute 2 second second lap and a 57.9.
That's not going to get her done.
I think the transfer train stops here.
Yep. Year leader, though, still Lupel.
Yeah, out front by 4.8 seconds. This is the the best first 5 laps you could ask for in a lower final like this. Let's hope we can keep it together. Bart Collins from 6 on the grid, getting past Victor Pintado on this last lap. Collins with the fastest lap of the race so far, the first 43 we've seen.
There we go. Track's starting to definitely get dried out. Traction's starting to come up. You can start seeing those black lines starting to form in some of the corners as they're accelerating out where the dryness is coming up, especially off the top of the drop down right there and through the tombstone corner right there. You can kind of see it starting to form up. We're 5 in of your races of 32, I believe. 32, 34 today. Year leader Case is that first triple.
Oh, actually that looked more gentle than it could have been.
Could have been, yeah. But you can notice in the center of that second triple, there is a nice hole forming. For people that aren't quite getting over it like they should, and when the cars hit it, they pretty much stop. So now 4.2 lead over Collins.
I named that split corner the indecision before I even really watched a whole lot of people take it. I've never seen a 50-50 split lane like that has fooled so many people so often.
Yeah.
It's like they go into it not committed, and they're like, wait.
You're like, wait,
should I go to the up it or around the outside?
Yeah, definitely. Off-camera turns like that are definitely, really, really misconceiving, especially when you're driving at them the way you are, because you don't really know what that outside is really going to be like. So you really want to try and stay inside, but at the same token, you don't get a real good gauge of how close you are to the tube, because it's going away from you.
But usually when it's a 50-50 lane like that, like it's very overwhelmingly people will choose one or the other. There's been a lot of people that go around that hump every lap.
Yep. I think it's a matter of preference. What you're most comfortable with. Your leader upside down.
He does have a 10.7 second advantage on Bart Collins.
And your leader off the track again. So this is going to be a very rough lap for Lupel. He had a 45.0 last time by. This time, I'm going to say sub 50s. 55.2.
Sub 50s. That wasn't a specific enough guess.
Exactly.
To be impressive.
No, not really. I said sub 60s, but then I would have been right in between. So.
Also saying sub 50. I wasn't sure if you meant under 50 or slower than 50. Well, you kind of just gave yourself a wide cushion there. There's no way you were going to be wrong.
There's no way for an epic failure on that one. But usually there is. So your leader's still going to be Lupel. He's got now 4 seconds over Pokorney, now moving up into that top two. Serna from 10th on the grid up into that third spot. Your second qualifier, Victor Pintado, he is 6/100ths of a second behind that transfer spot of Serna.
Split screen view here of pit lane.
Oh, somebody's upside down in front of the marshalling in front of the driver's stand.
Oh boy.
And almost collected the, there you go. Signal your intentions.
Turn marshal very calm there for the fact that Truggy's coming at him between that second and third triple jump.
Now Pokorney going to take over that lead. Personal best out of Pokorney, 44.8. Last time by, he's got 1.6 over Lupel, Alvernaz, and Pintado.
I think Juan Jose Serna is from Colombia.
Really?
Yeah. I think we saw that at the Worlds this past year. Pokorney out front of Lupel. Pokorney had his fastest lap of the race last time by 44.8, but it doesn't look like he's pitted yet. So at the 7:30 mark, not sure. Truggies with that larger tank should be able to go 10 if you're a little easy on the trigger, which, again, it's the expert E-main, so that's kind of an oxymoron there.
These guys are full pinned all the time. 43.9 out of Bart Collins back in spot number 4. He's 1/100th of a second behind Pokorney now, dropping it all the way back to third. So your second place qualifier, Pintado, now taking over that lead spot. Lupel, 0.5 of a second back. So your top 3 runners, first, second, and third off the grid overall with 8 minutes in, 2 to go. Got a dead truck right in the center. Marshaled out of the way.
So some fancy footwork.
That was. I bet you he dances. Pintado leading out. Collins in the 2, Lupel in the 3. Now Collins from 6th on the grid up into that 2 spot.
In a battle for the lead, less than a second apart with 1:30 to go. Pintado, Collins, and then Lupel another 1.6 seconds back. This is first, second, and third that we're following along with.
Bump and rub. Gets
Pintado,
the inside.
Collins, and Lupel.
So top 3 trucks down that back straightaway they go. Lupel leading out. Over the tombstone they go. Into that back fadeaway. Through the short chute. Pintado and Collins.
Under the bridge like a Red Hot Chili Pepper song. With 1 minute left to go, it's Lupel taking the lead. Collins right behind him in second, and Pintado.
Ooh, Collins gives the death rev just to keep it on all 4s.
Let's see if Lupel can hang on to it. They're working on lap number 13. They should make it by for one more, barring some sort of disaster.
Oh, no, your second place car, that was Collins. Looks like he's upside down.
Oh.
So that might move Pintado up into the 2 spot. Your leader down that back straightaway. Whoa, somebody taking an option line and another option line. Holy jeebas. That was kind of interesting.
I'm kind of surprised at how easy the cars are leaping the pipes up on the bridge. Figured the transition there from the
would be a little more.
Yeah. Zero problem.
So Lupel leading out. Collins in the 2, Pintado in the 3. Under 10.
It was a 2.3 second lead for Lupel over Collins. Now it's 4.3 with another 1.6 seconds back to Pintado in third. And most importantly for Victor, a 2.9 second gap back to Pokorney in fourth, as the top 3 will transfer to the D main coming up later.
And time has expired, so let's see how they wrap it up in the final closing seconds of the race. Second and third going at it tooth and nail over that back double section they go, coming through the switchback. They're going to come underneath the underpass, so looks like Pintado might have gotten past Collins. And here they go, finishing out. Lupel is done. Collins is done, and waiting on Pintado. Looks like he put it upside down. Pintado finally got done, which I'm sure he's breathing a sigh of relief because Pokorney might have been able to pull something off if he didn't have a bad last lap. But
yeah, Pokorney with a long last lap, actually losing the fourth spot to junior Alvernaz. So it's Ron Lupel taking the win, Bart Collins second, and Victor Pintado grabbing the final transfer spot. Junior Alvernaz fourth, Andy Pokorney fifth, Juan Jose Serna sixth, Derrick Poe seventh, Joe Tramontana eighth, Antonio Castro Landa ninth, Rohan Grant 10th, Kevin Burritt 11th, and Jasper Saunders 12th, with Gerhard Du Toit, Sean Pryce, and Lorenzo Rojas not making the finish of this race. You're watching the 2017 Dirt Nitro Challenge live from our AKA Products